Hi, welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. Today I have my, 15, 20-year friend, right, LaCheryl?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
It's been a long time. 15, 20-year friend, LaCheryl Smith, and I'm so excited for the wisdom that she will bring you guys today. I'm going to let LaCheryl tell us what she does and who she does it for.
All right, so again, my name is LaCheryl Smith, and I serve as the high school principal for Legacy Early College High School. I'm located in Greenville, South Carolina.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So tell us, you're not new to strengths, right? You've kind of been familiar with your strengths for about, what, 2 or 3 years?
Yes, I say maybe 4 years.
Okay, 4 years. So what are your top 5?
My top 5, so the first one is discipline. My second one is focus. The third one is deliberative. The fourth one is responsibility. And the fifth one is consistency.
Ooh, that is an executing batch there.
Yes, it is.
You are a woman who gets things done. Well, excellent. I am really excited today for you to share with our viewers just what it looks like for you as you process the strengths during the weirdest time period that I think any of us have ever experienced.
Right, right.
So let me start off with this. Principal, Legacy High School, what strength of yours is helping you to lead well?
Wow, to lead well, I would go to responsibility and discipline. Probably very heavily on responsibility though, because my job as a leader is to ensure that our scholars are educated and protected. And those are 2 key things that are looming within every school leader right now. How are we going to educate and how are we going to keep them safe?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, the future of school is like a jump ball, right? We don't know which way it's going to go.
Right.
So what strength right now is helping you to manage through this time period?
I would go to responsibility again, understanding that, people are looking to the school leader for answers. People are looking to the school leader to make sure that whatever we offer, whether it's in the building or online, that it's going to be high quality instruction. So just the responsibility that I have to come through for everyone.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. What strength of yours is hindering you? I mean, this is a lot of pressure that you're experiencing. The future is constantly changing. How do you feel hindered? What strength is hindering you?
Well, the deliberative, because it causes me to process and be very cautious. And things are happening really fast and change day to day. And sometimes that is a hindrance for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a hindrance. It's definitely a hindrance for us all because there's not enough information, is there?
Right, right.
And it seems like one source says one thing and another source says another. So I wished I had some of your deliberative right now, that could decipher some of it.
Right. And that makes me think about consistency. I like for things to be consistent. And so, from article to article, from speaker to speaker, I would appreciate that. And so it causes a lot of unrest when I see different things from day to day.
Yeah.
So that can serve as a hindrance as well.
Yeah, well, good. Thank you for that. And I totally understand that as well. Well, let me ask you, I mean, how are you growing during this period? What does it look like? What strength are you using and how are you using it?
I would have to say focus is what's helping me grow. Focus helps me to continue to look at the end goal in terms of being a school leader at Legacy. Our end goal for all of our scholars is to go to college and get through college. And so it forces me to look at the future and what needs to happen and not get so caught up into like what's presently happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What about, okay, so I hear growing for your scholars, but how are you growing individually? What strength is growing LaCheryl?
Good question. I think what strength again there would be the focus, like where to focus my energy from day to day. Do I focus on the positive? Do I focus on the negative that you hear? That is really a push for me. So I've been trying to really focus on limiting my social media.
Yeah.
And just my surroundings, and make sure that everything that I'm reading and taking in is pouring into me. Because there's a lot that's happening right now that we can really focus on that is very negative, and that could really break your heart in terms of when you're seeing like the cases, the deaths, and how people are being affected from an economy standpoint. And also just like when I'm checking in with my staff and my scholars, so many of them are being affected by different things. So just really choosing what I focus on and how I'm taking care of myself from a mental standpoint.
Yeah, great. Well said. Thank you for that, LaCheryl. So what strength of yours, what we're finding right now is those of us who can figure out how to dream about the future, which the future is so uncertain, that our lives and feel a little bit lighter, right? If we can give people hope, if we can give our own self hope. So what strength of yours is helping you to dream right now?
Yeah, it goes back to focus again. Focusing on the end goal of what we want for our scholars. Also, personal goals of what I want for myself. It's different ways that you can look at this time that we've had at home. It can look like it's a time where we're in the house and we can't do much of what we used to do. Or you can really focus on how it's a reset, an opportunity to do those things that we didn't have time to do. So I really think it's the way that you look at things. So my focus is really what's sustaining me right now and helping me to dream.
So what's something that you've done now that you couldn't do before?
Oh, wow. So I know that I've always felt like that I was so busy that I felt like that I just didn't really live in my home, that I slept here.
Yeah.
And that was it. And so the fact that we've basically been here since March, I've had the opportunity to really just enjoy my home. I planted some different things. Like I have like tomato plants, I have green peppers, jalapeno peppers, really done some outside projects, stained my deck, and really enjoyed, like I have a screened-in porch with a grill. I've used that more than I've used it in the 7 years that I've lived here.
That's awesome.
So just those type of things.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's awesome. I've always wanted to have a garden. It's definitely on my COVID fall list, possibly,
Right.
If we're still here.
Absolutely.
All right. Your answers have been awesome, but I want to ask you this last one.
Okay.
What strength of yours is helping you to be present? Right? Because I think sometimes for all of us, like some of us are in the past or some of us are in the future, but there are times that with our families, and just enjoying maybe some sweet times in some sweet relationships. What's helping you just to focus and forget the world and what's going on?
That's probably an area that I need the most help in, but I would say what I would lean on for in terms of a strength of mine is just discipline.
Oh yeah.
Knowing how to cut off work versus home, being that it's all taking place in one setting. So one thing that I do is I'm in my office now, and this is where I do all of my work. And literally once I walk out of the door, then it's home time. And I try not to mix the two. Yeah. And I've really tried to make sure that I'm very intentional in my planning so that it doesn't bleed over into the weekend. The weekend is really a time to really unplug and detach from work and use that for, really enjoying like family time or just self-care for myself.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, I feel like you've given us so much to think about today and to process how we each are thinking about how we're dreaming about the future, staying present, growing, managing ourselves, and even understanding our hindrances so that we can come out of this a better people.
Right.
And so I thank you for your time today, LaCheryl. Thank you for your wisdom that you gave to us.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Have a great day.
Thank you.